I'm excited and I'm nervous too, because I just know this 9 days is going to be pretty transformational for me. I've been through a lot this past year and I've done a lot of inner work and a lot of growth, but I've called in healers and different people to really help me to dig deeper. And so I'm really excited about this, I think. So, okay, itinerary is arrive today. And tomorrow, cleansing river ceremony, which I think that means get into cold frickin' water, which makes me a little bit nervous. So yeah. And then with Amazonium master plants, the detox begins. Sacred waterfall hike, which means more cold water. I'm gonna need to channel Iceman Hoff, I think, during that, because that freaks me out. And medicine wheel initiation, I don't know what that means. Scottish omen hunt and forest breathwork on the next day, and I don't know what that means. And I'm gonna finish the detox on the 5th day, wisdom teachings. The 6th day, fire ceremony and divine feminine honoring ritual, I don't know what that is either. And then a Shasta cave quest the next day and a soul activation ceremony. Don't know what that is. Integration day the next day with wisdom teachings, life blueprint, and then finally a lake drumming and blessing. So I am going into the depths of uncovering something. I think there's definitely, I know that there's probably layers of more, things I need to get in touch with for myself. And I think it's definitely going to be so much a part of my healing process and stepping more into self-love. And my intention from all of this obviously is to learn more about who I am and what my gifts and strengths are and what I can bring more into the world. And also to let go. I've got some stuff I need to let go of that I think I've been holding on a little bit more than I would like to. And those are different relationships and experiences that I've had. So I'm looking forward to just really walking away with a complete sense of just all-out bliss, right? So if you see me levitating when I get back, then it worked. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Oh my gosh. I was like, I thought we had time. She's like, you leave in like an hour! I'm so nervous. Okay. The adventure begins. With a really big, like it seemed like that big, but it was like that big. A green collaboration of a lot of things in it. It's supposed to kill any type of parasites in the gut and tea and chaga and lots of juice. And I guess I'm excited because I get soup tonight. But then tomorrow, we had some fruit too. And I'm not so sure what tomorrow looks like. But lots of inner work with David today. And feeling a little bit of a headache right now. I think that's from the detox, a little tired, and I think that's normal. But felt a release too. A lot of emotions came up that needed to come out, and we have 7 more days of like deep work, and I'm fully ready to take it on. I'm like signed up for this. I'm ready to go through this and really get in touch with why I'm here, why I came here, which I think we all are asking ourselves that question often, right? If you're not asking yourself that question, you should. So let's see what happens. Here we go.
What does it look like?
Well, Hazel?
Yes. There you go. It's my grandmother's name.
Aww.
Look, we're gonna get something straight here. This isn't a duality of me and you. We are one.
Mm-hmm.
We are one, and within our oneness, this is our mandate. Peace. This is my constitution, and within that constitution, I welcome my presence to be here, to be in this moment, to be in this body, to be in this mind, in this reality as it is, knowing that if I choose to go into the past or into the future, I choose so consciously. Mm-hmm. And I go through with the ability to navigate those realms with an intelligence that knows that I will never become it or attach to it, because it's not me. It's a tool that I'm accessing and using to my advantage.
Right.
More to this, maybe there's a depth to this, a richness to this that goes beyond all of this, beyond what I have, beyond what I wanted, and then maybe we ask that question again, what would you really like? Peace, freedom, and your love. This is what you're getting. This is your fire. This is what you're attending to. And so if anything wants to come in and try and unsettle that, they better have a damn good reason.
Right.
Or you still need to learn some lessons.
I don't. I'm more careful in my judgment of the outside than I am of the inside of myself. And so I've recognized that just being a little bit more gentle, and she's only, done what she's done up to this point because she's only known what she's known up to this point. And when we know better, we do better. And, what we give energy to expands and what we don't contracts. So it is what it is.
What clarity within yourself do you feel that you've kind of maybe gained in some way?
I think that I'm recognizing I've been on a negative pattern loop, and I think I've put a little bit too much emotion into things that don't need, there's no reason to keep feeding a story that's not serving. It's like, why? I feel like I'm over the hump of caring about starving myself of time and energy, and where a lot of people in business are like that. And also I feel like I don't need to have the stuff to make me happy, or the titles. I'm over that. Did all that. I'm in that place of, because I identified with all that before.
And within that rebirth and within this shedding and this growing and moving beyond, you look at the carrot and the mandate that is now there, that is, was once a title and now is peace. That your motivation is just to be at peace. It's what we all seek, is to be at peace. It's our greatest wealth comes through making peace with ourselves, having peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
What this accountability is of you made the choice to be here, so like let's really go into that because it's a sacred oath. Ego feels like that it has a purpose. What is purpose to you? And what's your relationship with purpose?
Oh my gosh, purpose is having a path of something that we're trying to overcome or achieve or become, I think.
Okay. And so when you say we, are you talking about you or are you talking about someone else? Just so I'm clear.
Anybody.
Okay.
We consciousness, we know. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I did have a purpose, and I followed that purpose, and then I got hurt in the process of that purpose. And my purpose was love. I have said I am love. Like everywhere I go, I want everyone to feel my love. Whether it's in business, whether it's in, if I go to the grocery store, I want them to feel my love. That was my purpose. Love is my purpose. That was, and then I got hurt by that.
Yeah.
So now I don't feel, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it, you know. We'd eventually get there, and this is just the house of mirrors, and it's okay, you know. It's okay just to feel that, to just integrate that. And so I'm just gonna take that energy that you had and that part of you that was affected by that, and we're just gonna like put a really beautiful energy into it, and you're gonna let it go into the fire, and just let all this energy go. Let this part that you carry, this part that was painful with whatever it's been for you, this is your moment here now. Just to take it in whatever way you know how, just to let it be purged, let it be purified. When I know holy and no hina, when I know holy and no hina, when I know holy and hey nay nay, when I know holy and hey nay yo, yani yo and hey nay yo, when I yani yo, when I yani yo, and hey nay. The light that you provide to us, illuminating the shadows, illuminating the illusions, illuminating the duality, allowing us to come back to this ancient memory.
Dog doo-doo. No, not really dog doo-doo. It smells better than yesterday.
It's
Yesterday?
same as yesterday, yeah.
Maybe I'm starting to acquire like it.
Well, it's just adapting. Like that's so Chunka Piedra, which is in that, which is from the Amazon, and it's pretty much impossible to get, but it's a bomb for your intestine. So it completely kills all your parasites, and then you got a.
And I know why. I know why.
And so that's one ingredient. And then we do the juice, and then we do the coffee enema, and then we do the detox tea. So.
Okay, but wait a second. I smelled coffee this morning, and I came out, and I said, is there coffee? She goes, yeah, I'm making some. I'm like, I get coffee? And he's like, in your butt.
It's a coffee and that's where it goes. So, but it's all part of the process.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
No way. You'll love it. I think you'll love it. Okay, so it's day 3, and yesterday was it was a deep day. Let's just say that. Like lots of I can't explain. You guys didn't go on the journey with us, but he did some work on me to release some energies and that were that were in the solar plexus area, from past experiences and relationships, and whoa. It was a really, really intense experience, and I was really tired yesterday after so much work that we did. We dug in deep to figure out, just there's been resistance that I've had, and very much aware of it, but the surrendering of it and letting go of it, the being aware of it, and then the detoxing on top of that. So it was just like spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, all of it. And I slept really good last night, actually. I think I woke up at about 8:30, and then I meditated, and now I'm drinking some detox tea. I can't have chaga, and I have to drink this again. And I know he just told you what it was, but I'm not torture you with my facial expressions when I drink it. But it is so good for you and doing its job, so I'm grateful for that. I'm not quite sure what today brings, but I'm open. I've had so many revelations of what I want this experience to be and what I want as I begin to move forward, who I am, what I'm about, what do I want this life experience to be all about for me. All that fun stuff. So we'll see as the journey progresses how I evolve, and already feeling more peace.
Our role is just to be the tree, is the tree of life, to be able to hold the light, and the light is just the wisdom, and you bring the wisdom of the sun down, and you hold strong in that, and then you let that wisdom come out of your actions, your words, your way of being, and that allows the woman to receive that in a non-threatening way, in a supportive way, where they can blossom, where they can manifest, where they can create, where they can share their passions and love. Exactly.
It's almost like it's all like if you can just listen to the story. Nature tells the story.
And some of the greatest minds of our species have all reflected that. Like even like Einstein, he said, go into nature and there you will learn everything about being human.
I remember seeing this vision of like, if you look at
we're going to go around this wheel of creation, and there's 4 gates, and there's several points. So the 4 gates are the west, the south, the east, and the north. And we'll start in the west, and we'll move around, and then the other 3 points are creation, creator, and then the sun and the earth. So the earth is underneath, and we'll just use this as a bit of a backdrop just to take you on a guided journey.
If there is no such thing as time,
Yeah.
then what I was feeling for her then is what I'm sharing with her now.
Yeah. It's and he's trying to tell himself something.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Oh, I get goosebumps. Yeah.
So it's like, there's an element of that. It's going a little deeper. It's going like deep. We can pick up on the messages, and maybe these messages are coming from ourselves.
Exactly. That was how I was going to start my film out when I was writing it a couple years ago. Juice and detoxing today, and then we did a medicine wheel initiation where it was really beautiful. And I'll spare the details, but I just had, I had tears and just humbling insights and visions. And I dipped my, put some of the water, on my face. I wanted to get in, but there were too many people coming around us, so we couldn't do that. But I finally feeling back to really feeling energized and centered and grounded, and feeling this presence within myself and a knowingness of this next chapter for my journey. And I know so many of us get kind of lost on our way, and I really truly now believe that if you desire shifting and change, and you really desire to want to grow and expand, if you can release the pressure or the forcefulness that we try to sometimes do our way through life, and be patient, and that the answers for your evolution will appear, and the right people and the right places and circumstances and experiences will come, and you just have to be open to it. You have to be willing to to do maybe something you've never done before. And one thing David shared with me today was so valuable, was that, you know, truly we should be spending 50% of our energy on ourselves and 50% on everything else. And that, it was significant, because I don't know about you, but I've literally, definitely know I've not done 50-50 at any period of my life. It was always predominantly giving more to everyone else, everything else, whether it was my career, the people that I was leading, or my family, or, you know, like, I think there is a really warped perception around self-love and giving to yourself. And I'm hoping that I can, as I evolve into this more of practicing self-love and compassion for myself, that I'm going to be able to help so many others to do the same, and to really recognize that there's nothing outside of you that will complete you. Like, you are already complete. You are already everything that you need and more. Take the journey into self and to see what it is that your path is meant to be, and that it's not meant to be, you know, not loving what you do, or loving who you're with, or loving the, you know, where you're at. Like, you're meant to explore, to love, to share, to grow, to give, to receive in this life. And I'm glad I really faced the dark night of the soul recently. As many of you, I've shared vulnerably with you. It was necessary, because it brought me to this place. And I remember going through it thinking, I just kept hearing the voice. It'll all make sense. It's going to make sense. There's going to be something beautiful on the other side. And there is. And I'm really excited to share more with you on the back end of this experience. So much love to you all.
The medicine, when you consume it, it goes into the nostril, and it basically clears the hemispheres of the mind, and just brings the mind back into stillness. So it starts with the left nostril, and hits the left hemisphere, and then the right, and you'll feel sensations go through your head. It can be like it's a, you know, it's a bit like you're gonna feel it, but just come to your breath, come back to your mouth, and just let the process unfold. It's just gonna completely dislocate any of these energies that have been holding on in the mind. It's gonna open your mind to a whole new paradigm.
Okay.
And then I'll sing some music and do some adjustments just around your cranium, and then just go into a deep meditative state, and kind of stay there as long as you can. You know, I'll set you up, and then once you're there, I'll let you be for a bit, and we'll go off and do some stuff. Release. And just don't breathe out your nose, okay? Because you can't breathe in. Good, breathe through the mouth, breathe through the mouth. That's it. It's okay. Good girl. Breathe through the mouth. Good, good.
Oh, shit.
Good, good, good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One ya with your yellow. 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 Here na hey me away. Wakantanka shuli kuli. Wakantanka shuli kuli. On Mateo, here na hey me away. Open your mind to the sky high. Open your heart to the sky high. And let the light in. Let the love in. Here na hey me away. One ya with your yellow. 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 Here na hey ne away. Hey ne away. Hey ne away. Oh makia yo yana hiana hene. Oh makia yo yana hiana hene. Oh makia yo yana hiana hene yo. Águila de fuego, corazón de sol, corazón de sol. Escena de esta, Yemanja. So much with all of our heart, and hey, may your way.
Give up while the world spins. I'll be strong enough. Gotta look down when I'm standing tall. Gonna get there and I'm gonna fall. Facing the days when I wanna run, walk on the waves to sink everyone. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, all the way. Caught in a war, but I'll never drown. I'm standing up and not going down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, I'll find a way. I'm brave, I'm gonna shoot straight. This is my fate. I'm brave, I'm gonna shoot straight. This is my fate. I'm brave. I'm brave. I'm brave. When the night comes and the nightmare is in the bright sun, I'm gonna live away. In the bright sun, living in the bright sun. Gotta look down from the height I'm in. Gonna try now to become something. Facing the days when I wanna run, walk on the waves to sink everyone. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, all the way. Caught in the war, but I'll never drown. I'm standing up, I'm not going down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, I'll find a way. I'm brave, I'm gonna shoot straight. This is my fate. I'm brave, I'm gonna shoot straight. This is my fate. I'm brave.
So I'm back, had a bit of integration time, and what a powerful 9 days it was. I really went into this with complete blind faith and just trusting that I was exactly where I needed to be, having the experiences that I needed to have for my highest evolution. And I had to go in with no expectations, with no, just letting everything go. And I know that's hard it's hard for me, can be hard, I think, for most people. And, you know, what I pulled from this experience was many things. And first and foremost, you know, the detox was powerful. It gave me so much clean energy and space to then pull in the lessons and the teachings that David did with me, but also doing the master plans. So I know you guys didn't get to see me do Sananga, but that was really powerful. It's a master plant from the Amazon, and it's these eye drops that burn your eyes really, really bad. Feels like your eyeballs are gonna pop out. But I handled it well, and it's supposed to lift the veil and do all these beautiful things. And I felt with all these master plants that we worked with, I felt like the noise in my head just calmed. It's like I had been in my head for quite some time, which is pretty unusual for me. I'm usually pretty heart focused, but that's why I was so frustrated, because I felt like I couldn't tame this lion, and I tried everything. I mean, everything. Okay, every healing modality, maybe not every, I'm being a little dramatic, but a lot of healing modalities, and I meditated like crazy, journaled, therapy, all these things, but it was like there was a shift that happened with him. We also did a really beautiful fire ceremony that was magical, and met some incredible souls, but he did a clearing on me that I feel like was probably the most powerful, where he was able to just really pull energy away from me that had been attached to my body and my soul for some time, and it was draining me of life force. And it sounds a little woo-woo, I know, I get it, but I could literally feel the physical release. And I have no idea, you know, if any of this has anything to do with what I'm going to share with you, but it was, you know, pretty cool, because a couple of days later, I met someone at the grocery store at the avocado section, and it was just magic. It was just beautiful. And, you know, I don't know where it's going to go, if it's going to go anywhere. I mean, we're totally enjoying each other now, but I felt like David really cleared all this energy from me that was no longer serving me, really helped. I had to be open for my body to release that, obviously, or it wouldn't have been able to. But after that, boom, you know, all this beautiful, you know, beautiful people and experiences and ideas like just kept coming in, and it was like, Christy's back. I'm back. It was incredible. And so even talking to a lot of my friends, they're like, wow, you're glowing. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm really back and better than ever before. So the experience was truly transformational, and I can't help but just share with you that, you know, if you're at a place in your life and you feel stuck and you just don't know how to get out, I have to encourage you to reach out and maybe see if David would be willing to work with you. It really changed my life, and I'm really grateful for that experience. So probably one of the top ones that I've had in my spiritual journey. So anyway, that was it. So she's great. And until the next adventure, I guess, my friends, right? We'll see you then.